to do it from the front, they want to do it from the rear.
And Jason Bright knows just how that feels. After claiming a record third Clipsal 500 for the rampaging Red Barons. 3 weeks ago, Brighty's inspired charge from back to front maintained HRT's domination of the Adelaide streets. But Ford's front men served notice that New Oval means business. Lowndes' stunning win in race 1 showed old Henry has some heavy artillery and he's not afraid to pull the trigger.
Oh no! Skaife of Lowndes have come together on lap 60 of 78.
After 500 kilometres of mishmash and crash and bash, the scene is set for another thrilling confrontation as we welcome you to Sydney's Eastern Creek Raceway, round 3 of the 2001 Shell Championship Series, exclusive to V8 Supercar Super Television, Network 10.
For the last 2 years, Mark Skaife and the Holden racing team have dominated the field at this track, and in 5 of the last 7 outings here, Holden have taken victory. This weekend, the battle resumes. Welcome to the western outskirts of Sydney and to Eastern Creek International Raceway for round 3 of the Shell Championship Series. Well, in this paddock, it's notorious for politics and gossip, and there's been a lot of discussion in the last couple of weeks since the Clipsal 500 about the extraordinary number of the on-track incidents down there. Let's have a look at some of them. There were about 7 or 8 of them, very big ones. Plenty of them. Now, we're not here to judge the individual incidents, but these types of situations can certainly change the course of a championship, and unchecked, these kinds of problems can turn into a real drama with drivers making their own justice decisions. Now, how many of these things were punished? Well, virtually none. Only Jason Barguana was given a stop-go penalty. In the view of many people, it was black and white, not a case of grey, and on top of this there were start line infringements, pit lane violations, people dawdling at restarts, and it was all virtually unpunished. Sheene joins us once again. Quite extraordinary. I've never seen the drivers or the team managers so up in arms about officialdom.
Well, you have to say the officials are consistently inconsistent. You know, as an example, there was supposed to be a stop-go penalty for any of the drivers or the teams who let bits like wheel nuts or wheels go into the pit lane. Well, at least 2 teams, to my knowledge, let stuff go into the pit lane. They got fined, I don't know how much, 2,000. Well, it's immaterial.
They basically got flogged with a feather.
Exactly that. I mean, really, the reality is, it's quite simple. This is the rule book. It's black and white. It's even I can read it. And they don't read it. They don't listen to it. And basically, what they were doing, they're saying, well, okay, you can cure it by just paying a cheque. And to the big teams to pay $2,000 is like you're all right paying $5.
And what the drivers and the team managers were calling for last night at the drivers' briefing was rule enforcement. All they want is rule enforcement. Sometimes the umpire's going to come down against them, and you wouldn't want to be an umpire in this game. It's a rotten job.
Well, you really wouldn't, but you see now, say for example today, if somebody's holding, say, Barguana up or whatever it is, Barguana can just punt whoever it is up the backside, knock them off, and if Ham's trying to do anything, say, well, hang on a second, Rancic got away with it last week, so should be fun.
Plenty more discussion, but back to the business at hand. Yesterday, the top 10 shootout was fantastic. Here's how they'll line up. And Marcus Ambrose took pole position. What a great time, 1:30.8. Craig Lowndes so close behind. In fact, it was all Ford in the top 4. Stevie Richards and Glenn Seton for FTR. Greg Murphy, the first of the Holdens. John Bower with a new car. Then Todd Kelly, Jason Bright, Jason Barguana and Mark Skaife making a very unusual mistake in the shootout to be back there in 10th place. But it was all Marcus Ambrose, a great performance for his first Shell Championship Series pole.